Hecker! Why are you still speaking? If there was a cave to explore, do you think I'd tell? How awkward. See, the thing is, just stop. No one cares. Still opening that mouth of yours, are you? Careful with that. I quite like the look of it. How awkward. See, the thing is, just stop. No one... You're embarrassing yourself.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
An illusion. This fellow must be quite proud of himself.
Clever.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? You can't teach a fool anything.
I'll yield to none.
What a fool you...
That was even easier than I thought.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Poor idiot. That was even easier than I thought.
But it's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. What's it you'll have to solve? I thought you looked clueless, all right? Thing is, it's about the letters, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Hope you don't die. Well, it takes one to know one, mate. Well, nice to meet you too. Rude.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
You come to find. You come to search. But you won't find the way. A pity. I cannot help you. I only give the questions. I do not answer them. Braccus has willed it. Trompdoy must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. Fate has been unkind to Trompdoy, and so has Braccus Rex. Do you wish to move forward? Listen closely and make your attempt. Braccus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... either you're very good at guessing, or the slightest bit clever. Let's find out for certain. Listen closely and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is... Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoy told you the answers. Is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is open. Go freely. I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can. Braccus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the staffs he used myself. They were most impressive. Braccus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time and to prevent others from entering. Trompdoy was, and is, a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day. But this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Open your eyes. Time to die.
Hurts, doesn't it? I sense something nearby. ring just got tighter. A lot tighter. That's plenty.
You made it all this way.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Braccus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there, and I can't leave without it. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, really?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
That's plenty.
You made it all.
He trembles.
As long as the jar stays.
The tears. The jar before you. You hear roaring with a jerk. You see the scene spin. The door closes. Your hand falls from the jar. Your skin prickling and cold after the vision. To die down, something inside you strains. You are replete. You cannot absorb more source. The visions fade to black, but
whatever he did in the past.
That's plenty.
You made it.
He trembles and seems to.
As long as the jar stays on. Really?
He drops.
Thank you.
Good find. Ah, it's been cursed.
The soul jar stands on its plinth. You see, or rather, you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air. Your vision swims. The scene twists again. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you.
Lucky find.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
I'd forgive this soul. Punishment must fit the crime.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
The jar on the plinth before the pictogram as you roam. He promises power. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. Then your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
Nice.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
Such selfishness. Such unneeded pain.
This is the price of pride and greed.
This jar glitters with a jerk. Your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking as all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Braccus Rex and his whore. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
Lucky find.
The vision fades.
I can do little but condemn that necromancer.
I've rarely seen such cowardice on display.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's cupped. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as the vision shifts, you see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort. As you pull your hand away, you can feel it.
Nice.
The terrible vision fades.
Gratiana used the pain and deaths of others.
Gratiana's life was selfish and hedonistic. No mercy.
The deity's head and hands are missing. As you take in its chisel.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
Quackus, where are we? No leaves, no trees, no soil. This is horrific!
The ethereal figure before you raises the visor of his highly polished helm. Beneath it, his handsome face is weary, yet his eyes burn fierce and bright.
You pray not at my shrines? Can't say I'm surprised. You, my most wayward cub.
He spits over his shoulder, folding thick arms across his steel-bound chest.
You don't recall me, do you? I am Ralik, prime among the seven, and father of all humans. Father of you. I prefer...
Ralik gazes at your upright form, a contemptuous frown creasing his face.
Look at you now. My child, a killer for hire. You can't hide. I see the dead who whisper your name as they pass the threshold of the halls of echoes. And who's to blame? Yet what blame can the gods take for the actions of men? The gods didn't make you into a mercenary, but nor did the gods make you refuse to kill that elf in Fort Joy. Oh yes, I know about that. You're a paradox, Ifan. And who's responsible?
He stares deeply into your eyes. As you gaze into his deep green eyes, you feel your whole consciousness following. You notice every shade of stone within, from iridescent emerald to flecks of grey. The verdant pools encompass you. There is nothing else, nothing but Ralik's eyes. Suddenly, a vision coalesces. You see yourself, the bright and zealous crusader you once were. You make it to civilization. Too late. An explosion devastates the beating heart of the elven city. And gasping on the fumes, you are dragged to safety by a wolf who appears out of nowhere. He pulls you free, clawing an elven woman who gets in your way. She collapses, wheezing under the choking dust. She clutches your ankle with her hand, grip tight as a vice. Through her lifeless eyes you fall. You see them, Legion. The thousands slain that day, those you were too late to save. The hundreds slain by your own hand since then, mountains of corpses and rivers of blood. You see the motherless children left behind. Encased in pitch black of deadest night, you know not which way is up and which way down. The guilt you tried to escape from lies here, bare, throbbing. It was waiting for you here all along, in this filthy chamber at the base of your rotten heart. You widen your eyes, striving to see further, but a stinging slap drags you back to reality. Ralik stands before you, gimlet eyes hard now.
His pity won't bring them back. Nothing can bring them back. But you can yet come back yourself. Long ago, you turned your face away from all that is light. Turn back to me, and you could yet save others. Could save all.
Ralik slaps you again, full force. He stares.
That's what I'm looking for. That crusader courage. The courage to...
Ralik punches you full in the face. You feel a familiar sensation. He catches your arm in one vice-like fist and dangles you above the ground. He laughs and shakes you like a rag doll. You feel rage surge within you, barely containable. Feel it electrifying the blood in your veins, pumping through you. You feel like yourself. Ralik smirks and releases you.
That's it, Ben Mesd. That fierce spark of zeal is why I chose you, why I saved you from that sinking ship. You tried to hide it behind apathy, but the light shines through. Embrace who you really are. Why did you become a crusader in the first place? You heard my call, not Lucian's. So fight for me. I need you. The Seven didn't abandon Rivlon. We are trapped here, powerless and... I will grant you my blessing, fierce wolf. It will aid you on the path out of this place.
Ralik steps towards you, solemn of face and bearing. He raises his right hand and presses it upon your heart. A surge of warmth and well-being rushes through you.
You may have noticed I've tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now you have the power for yourself. And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. Only one like you can wield them. Now go, Godwoken. In time, I will ask more of you. But now, your goal is my child. You and you alone must rise above the reach of mine. But before you lope away, let me ask. You are traveling with company, yes? Be aware, they are not your friends. They are your rivals. They are God-woken too. But you are the one who will be a god. None other. See everything from two sides. Take the wolf that saved you, that follows you so dutifully. What? Oh, and Losa, that pretty little one you think of at night. Kill her now. Until we meet again.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting? You thought it was interesting, Quercus? Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it. It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being Quercus! Quercus, it thinks... No! I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quercus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One!
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There, maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, yes, you're welcome, but...
The ethereal figure before you
Look at you now. Yet
Instead, as you gaze, the facade you make gushy through you in case the kill you want.
Pit
You feel
you not in time, but be aware this until we meet again.
Blessed interest, you know. Anyway, as interesting as that... It's all... The...